Now Murray off play action. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. This is caught inside the 15. And touchdown. Andy Isabella, 71 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So the NFC with our first touchdown of the game. And, of course, we'll probably see some offense in this one. I don't know, though, that we'll see what we saw in 2013 when the NFC posted 62 points.
You talk about pyrotechnics. That was crazy, even for a Pro Bowl. 62 points. I think you wore out your voice in that one, talking about all the touchdowns that were scored.
I would love to see 63 or more, though, I got to tell you. All about offense in this thing.
Pro Bowl offense. Let's go.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken very short. And a nice job there on special teams as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. They'll run it here with the Chargers' Melvin Gordon, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Throwing on 2nd down. Prescott. He's got his man. That's Josh Gordon. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Second and 10 now from the 27. Prescott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
I will see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Check 59. Mike is 26. 59. So we're going to 53. Mike, check.
Play action now. Prescott. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Now Gordon on first down. And an alley to run. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. A big play there by Gordon. 41 yards on the ground.
and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Check 47. We're going to 54. Right here. We're going to 54. Right here. 26.
Gordon. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two. On second down now, it's Gordon. And snapped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And it'll be intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They run with Barkley on first down, and he gets about 5 out of it. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5. Now Saquon Barkley, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
From the gun on third down, Murray. And he connects with Ertz. And they work this well upfield across the 45. They convert on third with a gain of 22.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
And he's got this down to the 35. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
11 yards there, first down. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another first and 10 here. Now a handoff here to his running back. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The last run got 6, now second and 4. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Desmond King picks it.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
The offense for the AFC set to go now. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Aaron Donald with a sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Here we go. Here we go. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
Now Prescott. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number one. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now it's the backup lock. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And the NFC will take over 1st and 10. Ready to begin their next drive here, the NFC offense. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From the gun on 3rd down, Luck. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. On is Josh Lambo for the field goal try. This from 54 yards away. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through.
Well, no surprise there. Extremely reliable during the regular season. Bailed his team out time and again. Knocks another one through, this time in the Pro Bowl.
This one taken just inside the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The NFC takes over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The offense for the NFC ready to get their next drive started. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Murray again, 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Ready. Go to bed. 20 yards of money. I'm trying to collect.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
2nd and 7 at their 49-yard line.
Watch tight. Tight ends right. Watch tight. Tight ends right. 4 down. Whip.
From just shy of midfield, Murray. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know that's easier said than done. When the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. A 1st down carry for Barkley won't lead to much as he'll take this forward for maybe a yard. It's 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Saquon Barkley running right, and not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. From the gun, Murray. And that is incomplete. It was a safety, Kevin Byard, that time, who was able to knock it away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
They'll try to field goal now with Graham Gano. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
The AFC offense set to take their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
9 yards on the run there, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. Up at the 29 now. They'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. And he finds Corey Davis. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Luck. Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked. Danielle Hunter. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Mike spot 9. Mike spot 9. Call. 59. Right. 59. Who that? 6.
Here's Love. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
On first down, Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the AFC going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Luck now to throw. On the right side, open is Gesicki. Now the AFC going to take a timeout. It's their 2nd as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there. They'll fake it. Now Love. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. Now the AFC going to use their final timeout of the half as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Luck now, a perfect 5 of 5 since taking over. They haven't missed a beat. First and 10, jumping all the way from the outside, maybe getting a little early start in the corner blitz.
And the only time it makes sense to get that penalty is exactly as you described. Otherwise, he should never get that penalty.
So a first and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Now Luck. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Incomplete. Desmond's response on the coverage.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Luck throwing again. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. Ready to begin their next drive here, the NFC offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. Yeah, he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The offense for the AFC set to go now. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically what they're doing.
Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked. Danielle Hunter able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Let's go, Mexico! 12. Mike is 59. Mike. Coaching spill.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. The AFC punt team out there now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It's taken at the 26. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense for the NFC ready to get their next drive started. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional.
This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play that time for the NFC. 46 yards. Well, you had all halftime to think about what you wanted to do to start the second half. They came out with a big one.
Does that not beg the question? What was happening in the other locker room at halftime? Was that the one play they didn't cover as a possibility? Because they just gave up a big, big game.
And he is in. Touchdown NFC. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the NFC adds on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game being on second half no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
This one fielded at the 5. Yeah, he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The AFC offense set to take their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Mixon with a first down carry. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
47.
From the 41, Prescott. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And this will move the sticks yet again as the tackle's going to be made at the NFC's 43. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
There you go, 47. 26.
Throwing, Prescott. He finds his running back, Mixon. Give him 6 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
They'll run for it. It's Gordon. And try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. Melvin Gordon unable to push his way forward. And as a result, possession switches hands. Ready to begin their next drive here, the NFC offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Murray. It's complete to Diggs.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. Able to find Isabella. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. So that'll get them the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Come on, Shaq. Hey, come on. 49. You're not ready. You're not ready.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On 2nd and 7, Murray. This one caught by Isabella. And that's going to move the sticks again here as the tackle's made at the AFC's 36.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you
think.
mean by that, Burke?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
Barkley with a carry on 1st down, and he'll get about 4. So 2nd and 6 forthcoming. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll go to Barkley again. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The numbers for the NFC on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he's able to find Diggs. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Murray. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he's been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. A gain of 7 might change the thought process here as they have some options on 4th and goal. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. This to make it a 3-score game late. Gano's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen. And you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
That'll be taken in the end zone. Able to slither by. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on 1st down. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit.
Check 26, check 24. Going to 54, going to 54. Line.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Let's get it, 26.
They go back to Gordon here on 1st down. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
10. Check 59, Mike. Here we go. Going to 54, going to 54. Line. 26. Check it back. 26.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. The AFC thus far on 3rd down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Under. Check 59, 59. Man, that's trash. That's 26.
Prescott from the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Kill. 59, Mark. Check, 59. Twist. Check 3. Hey, kill.
Now the AFC going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
59. Mike, 59. Watch the screen. Like 47. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. Watch it. We're going to 53. 26.
Prescott to throw on 4th. And it is incomplete. The AFC went for it, and it doesn't work out. And the NFC is going to get the football back in excellent field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go. Let's bring it.
Now it's Barkley. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
They'll run with Barkley, and they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 2 yards, good enough. for a first.
It's a gain of 2.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's the NFC with the football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown NFC. Curtis Samuel there to make the grab. And the NFC able to widen their advantage. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The offense for the AFC set to go now. And it's great to see the stars all out in one place, but in terms of football, what's really great to see is a very entertaining Pro Bowl as we are tied in the 4th quarter.
And how many of these guys thought going into this game, after a pretty easy week heading into it, that the pressure would ratchet up now and someone has to make the play, which means someone will have the play made against them, and they'll have to live with that for the rest of the year.
And he will take this all the way down to the NFC's 25-yard line. A great run, but, you know, this is probably where the offensive coordinator is saying, geez, we could have used a couple of these earlier in the game.
Yeah, he's probably telling the head coach, well, talk to the run game coordinator about that. I just called the plays. We should have had this going right from the beginning.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. 3rd and short yardage, Prescott. And that is caught for an AFC touchdown. Austin Safarian-Jenkins there to make the grab. And the AFC able to cut into the lead. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Khalil Mack. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. Oh, and I think the AFC got it. Yes, they did. Great job by the kick team there to get the football, but also don't forget about the man that started it, the lonesome kicker himself.
I love that you brought him into it because he doesn't get nearly the attention he deserves. Oftentimes it's only when it's negative. In this case, he created a positive play for his team.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Keanu Neal with a safety blitz for the sack. Now the AFC going to take a timeout. It's their second, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
You ain't doing nothing today. 26. Mike's 59. Mike's 50. We're going to 54. Why ain't Slam. You go take. You got 26.
To throw is Prescott. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
47. Mike, check, 59. I got you, son. I got you, son. 59 is Mike. Check, 59. It's our field. 26.
Now Prescott. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The offense for the NFC ready to get their next drive started. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. So, Charles, a victory for the NFC. Final thoughts on this Pro Bowl?
We had some fun, didn't we?
Absolutely.
A lot of excitement, some big plays to watch, a lot of those great matchups. Here's the win for everyone.